Welcome to the most dangerous planet in the universe, where everything is trying to kill you.
Oh, welcome, guys, to a very special collaborative episode of the VHS Vault meets 1 week later. That's right, Jason. We've decided to bastardize ourselves and get involved with, and that's not a swear word. That's not a swear word.
No.
Now, join forces with the great Joe Dove over
Hello.
1 week later.
Yeah,
this
man.
is a crossover that absolutely nobody asked for.
That's not true.
Exactly
Everybody's
right.
hankering
Exactly
for this.
right.
Especially Joe Dove. Oh, my
We're
God.
doing a special event here for a film that we didn't know existed a year ago in a franchise that was almost dead a couple of years before that, and turned out for me one of the best times I've had this year at the cinema. We're talking about Predator Badlands. Joe, because you're our collab master, you're the 1 week later host, I'm going to let you hit the floor first with just a brief summary of your thoughts of this film.
There is nothing like getting into the Yautja homeworld, a moment, if you will, to explore a strange new world and a new civilization that we knew very little about, but we got a lot of. And then we ventured to a planet that was the planet Australia, because everything on that planet wanted to kill you. The trees, the grass, the flowers, the flying fauna, everything wanted to just kill you. And I thought that was the perfect place for a young predator to break its tusk. I don't know what the phrase is, but that was cool. I really enjoyed this movie. There was a lot of heart. There's some comedy that was unexpected that worked really well for me anyway. And we've got a futuristic world of Yutani synths that really blew my mind, because some of the stuff that we're used to in the Alien/Predator universe didn't exist. It got an upgrade, I suppose. Did it work? I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it. But I thought it was very different. I thought it was very cool. So that's my brief on that one.
Jace, lay down some knowledge or something. Lay something down.
First of all, Joe, we saw a lot of the Predator homeworld in Predator Killer of Killers, and you would know that if you were a real fan.
I don't have Disney.
Shots fired.
I don't have the money for Disney.
Fantastic film. I went into this movie cautiously optimistic. I knew that making the Predator himself the protagonist was a huge gamble. And after probably about 30 minutes, I was just like, I want you to win.
Yeah.
A little scamp. I just want you to win, because he really is. He's just instantaneously, you're just rooting for him because everything's stacked against him.
How do you make that dude so likable?
He was great. I loved
fantastic.
him. I liked him better than I liked any of the, well, there were no human characters in this movie, but I liked him better than the humanoid characters. What I liked most about this movie is that it is unapologetically goofy. And I mean that in the best possible way. This movie there's not a mean streak in it. There's just a, I don't give an F streak. We're going to have fun with this. And it should not have worked. If you would have told me half the stuff they get away with in this movie, I would have said, oh, this movie is going to suck hard. But no, this movie is fantastically funny. It's exciting. It's clever. They do things with the synths that we've never seen before. They do things with the predators we've never seen before. I just really enjoyed it. I enjoyed, what was his name? Deck. I enjoyed Deck. Yeah. I enjoyed having him as the main character. I hope to see them back in a sequel, and based on how much mint it has made since it came out, I really have a good feeling that sequel's coming. And yeah, I like this. This whole movie was a gamble, and it's a gamble that paid off, and I just really enjoyed it. It was just an enjoyable, fun time.
I couldn't agree more. It is delightful. And yet it's still underpinned by these Shakespearean ideas of complex family relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the core of it, that's what they're dealing with this film. You've got Dex dealing with his family. You've got the synth dealing with her family, her sister.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got the Kaslik, the mother and child dynamic going there as well. And when you're watching it and you think to yourself, there's a CGI monkey in this film.
Yeah.
They're ripping off the exact scene from Jaws in this film where he's mimicking him.
Yeah.
And I'm going, you just ripped that straight up to it. But I'm going, but it's amazing. And I love it. I want more of it.
Same.
This is incredible. I mean, and you talk about the goofiness, Jason. How about that scene with the legs, with the synth legs?
That was incredible.
They kicked
So
ass.
cool. It was so cool, you know, with that whole idea that the legs are just continuing along and all this shit is happening around them. It was so cool. And that's what they do right here, isn't it? The action.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned it, Joe. They basically, without being too crass, they flop it on the table and go, check this out.
Yeah.
Within 2 minutes of this film, with that opening sequence, which is just amazing between the brothers.
Yeah.
And then, they constantly match that with every action scene that goes through this film.
Yeah.
This dude, Dan Trachtenberg, he's 3 for 3 now with his Predator stuff.
You guys are really making me want to watch
Killer
that
and
freaking-
Killers, and now this. Wow.
Killer of Killers is a movie that should not be missed. It is a really great film. I would actually, part of me says it's actually a little bit better than Badlands.
Wow.
But it's they're all like on the same level. I think they're all really
good.
But that was only on Disney Plus, right?
Or
yeah,
Hulu, yeah. Because if it was on Netflix, I could watch it, but apparently not.
But it is incredible, and I think what's the most amazing thing here is the expansion of the lore.
Yes.
Without it feeling like it's forced.
Yeah.
It was very organically expansive, you know. And to be on that planet, which you call a planet Australia, which you know I do feel offended about, but you're kind of true at the same time. Everything's trying to kill them.
You guys have
but there you go.
devil bees.
They just okay. How many cheesy films, horror films, or any other cheesy films where you've seen branches come alive?
No.
And you go, oh god, it's lame. Well, you've never seen that in a movie.
No. Isn't they Evil Dead?
Exactly.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. So how many times you see and you think, oh, but it's amazing. It's It's another great action beat in this film. Is him in his first realization the trees are going to kill him.
Everything.
And it just keeps going from there. And it's not just the characters, which I think are really well defined. And what's her? Is it Elle Fanning or another Fanning? Ella Fanning.
Yeah.
She's great. She's really great. And she's got a tough job. She's got to play 2 roles and be distinctive.
And 2 opposites.
She to me is the permission for the movie to be goofy.
Yeah.
Because the second she shows up, her job is to say, okay, the movie's fun now. Because she's almost like the human resources robot. Just, hi, welcome to the planet. You're gonna die here.
Yeah.
It's in the trailer, but that moment whenever that big bird thing is coming down to kill him and she just leaps on it, just like stab. And then she looms over the camera and she's like, I just love that so much. I will also say that Deck the Predator, and I'm probably getting his name wrong. I think it was Deck.
It's Deck. No, you're right.
Good.
100% right.
He is so expressive as well. Like you can tell what emotions he's feeling in every bit. You can see whenever he's angry. You can see when he's scared. You can see when he's in over his head.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know it's not great practical makeup. If it is practical makeup, good Lord, that's the best practical makeup I've ever seen. But I think there's some CGI enhancement there as well. But it's just such a great job rendering this guy, and that the movie hinges on whether or not you accept him as a main character. And this movie just hits a home run as far as that.
Yeah, it's 100% buy-in on him. There's 100%. Like, by the time, I even think within 5 to 10 minutes of this film, you're even beyond thinking about any of that stuff. You're just locked in on his journey. And that the guy that played him, phenomenal job too.
He's
phenomenal.
from
job.
New Zealand, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I
Lewis-
saw an interview I saw him
Yeah.
an interview this morning.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
well,
I don't know if I could pronounce this name. Demetrius Koloa Matangi. And if
that's
I
pretty good,
mispronounced-
actually.
That's not bad. Yeah.
that,
No,
I
I'm
am
a Tungi.
sorry, because I enjoyed you in this movie so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what, though, I think I also really loved is the idea of, like you said before, no humans in this film.
Yes.
Love that.
Love that.
Really dug that. And the second thing was the fact that it made total sense from a lore perspective that you would just have teams of synths being sent out on missions.
Yeah.
And it got them out of having the R rating because there was no blood.
No blood.
And I thought that was incredibly
Interesting.
clever because whenever I saw PG-13, I thought, oh God, it's Alien versus
Oh,
Predator all over again. But no, there's
Very
tons
violent.
there's tons of dismemberment. There's tons of like disarming and beheading people and bisecting people. It's just they're not people, so it's not rated R.
Yeah.
It's wonderfully.
blood
It's a
ain't-
wonderfully
blood
clever
ain't
plot
red.
device.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blood ain't red, therefore
Yeah.
we get a PG-13 rating, which is
Yeah.
dumb, but they went with it anyway.
So,
Well, it was smart enough because they almost made their budget back opening weekend on this.
yeah. They said
It was an
80%?
incredible opening. Well, the thing is that they were smart because this is a budget of just $100 million film.
Yeah.
$105 million was the budget, which is pretty small for a film of this scale. Like, the scale is large of this film. I don't think you can deny that they put every cent on the screen. And yeah, they made $90 million.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah. It's
And
very good.
and that's the first weekend, let alone, you've got other markets around the world that will open up. So this thing is going to be feeding money back to the studio for a while because Predator is a universal property.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just loved by the American box office market, but it's globally recognizable and globally loved franchise. So yeah, it's an excuse to print money. I think it's great.
Yeah, I think it's gonna have very long legs, and I think it's gonna surprise even more people because the word of mouth is very positive for the most part.
Oh yeah,
There's a few
I haven't
people
heard
that-
anyone rag on it. Yeah,
Oh, there's always one. Why is he so small? They don't even get it.
I've heard people say I've seen people online saying that the movie is woke.
Yeah,
And
I think too.
I've even seen a few headlines saying it contains the first queer Predator, and I'm just like, did we watch the same movie?
Yeah, where did he hook up with another
are we
Predator
talking
dude?
about?
There was none of that. Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
Are they confusing a brother relationship with something creepy? I mean,
I don't know. Maybe they went that way. Which I'm sorry if you see two brothers having a semi talk with each other and you immediately think, oh, they're gay. I have bad news for you.
yeah, they're just
I have
brothers.
very bad news for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't even
Weird.
bother reading the article though. I kind of wish I had because I was just like, what?
What is that? That's weird.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know. Maybe
weird.
if he was attracted to the synth, maybe he would be robosexual. But I don't know. I don't.
Hey, now Dan Trachtenberg, the creator of the last three films, said in an interview this week that when he was asked by 20th Century Studios after Prey, give us your ideas, he gave them 3 ideas. One was Killer of Killers, the other one was Predator Badlands, and he didn't mention what it was, but he goes, the third one, he goes, I can't believe I'm going to get to make that one now.
Oh.
And the rumor is strong. It's Dutch, the return of Dutch.
I heard that rumor. Yeah.
I want to see Dutch back. I want to see Danny Glover back.
That's what I heard too.
It might be an Avengers Endgame. Yeah.
I heard.
And they set that up, don't they, Jason? A movie that Joe didn't bother watching.
Yeah. They do.
And
with that new
the
ending of Killer of Killers. Yeah.
Oh, man, no, definitely gonna watch that. That's gonna be difficult for me to find it somehow. But maybe one of my neighbors has Disney Plus. I can just go knocking on. Hey, it's me, your friendly neighbor.
Get the face on his back.
He's going to talk about his other show in a minute.
Well, yeah, that's right. I'll give you, before you get that segue, I will give you a perfect segue because I believe this is what Paramount should be looking at is this franchise.
Yeah.
This is your example of, and not that I think Star Trek was as is or is in as trouble as Predator was. You know, and Star Trek's are going to be okay, but look what they did.
Yeah.
Look what they were able to do with the right vision, the right idea, not overspending on it, and you get something, you know,
Phenomenal.
some amazing sci-fi. Predator's never been in a better position ever in its franchise history.
I agree.
You know, and like the use of Wayland Yutani again. Oh my, so good. And it didn't miss with anything we'd seen on Alien Earth or what they did in Romulus. Didn't conflict. Was organically fine.
It was its own thing.
Yeah, it's its own thing.
And that's what worked so well about it, because I was really invested in everything that they were doing. And I'm
they
like,
never really said what time period it was in. I mean, quite honestly, those synths could have been harvesting aliens to bring back on that ship that we saw in Alien Earth, for all we know.
Yeah, well, that's right. We don't.
We don't.
Could have been centuries after. We don't know.
Well,
we don't need to know either. I think. I don't think we don't need to know that stuff.
Well, I'm gonna fool you guys on that one, because the director came out and said in another interview that this is way in the future, way past everything that we
fine.
That's fine.
I don't mind either way. I sometimes it's nice to have the mystery.
Yeah.
You know, but it's amazing that all these franchises are healthy, and I think mixing these two franchises together is being able to literally still delve in that world without having to do an Alien versus Predator 3.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that because it's we know now. We know they're both part of the same universe. We don't need an event film like that. You could potentially have another Predator film, and the opening sequence is hunting down some xenomorphs. Like, we don't need that banner anymore. That's how great the franchise is now between both of them. So
yeah. I am curious, because there's always been the thought that the universe of Blade Runner was connected to Predator and Alien.
I think you leave it.
You leave it alone?
Do you really want to do that?
No.
Sometimes one too many spices in the soup.
It's just too much. I like that. I like that phrase. Spices in the soup. That should be
I think you should just leave it as is. I think it's in such a healthy spot. Effing with it too much could be really fundamentally a mistake.
I would like to know how the synths evolved to the state that they were in currently in this Predator's Badlands, because they were more robotic than ever before. Because usually they're like fake humans where they've got like gushy innards where they can. So I would like to know.
They did in this one though.
Did they though?
They had the gushy innards for sure. I mean, the first time we get to see her, most of the time we were just seeing her spine swing with some entrails hanging below.
You're right.
You know, so we kind of got it from the get-go, really. No, they're gooey kind of a series of plastic tubes and hydraulics and technology is, I think, the coolest android synthetic robot innards that's ever been done. Cooler, I think it's cooler than Terminator exoskeleton.
Really interesting.
Yep.
Interesting, because I mean the reason why I said that is because at the end of the movie, Deck throws the skull at his dad as the trophy that he grabbed from that planet. So I was curious, like, do they just redo it? Because usually they have melty faces, not really so much a hardware. So that's why
it's got such a sitcom ending, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a comedy ending. Yeah. Oh, Mum's home.
Yeah.
I bought into it though because they set the tone. So I was just like,
I'm like, damn, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Deliciously done. Yeah, it's I think it's. I suppose it's that time of year where we start to think about the films that we loved this year, and I'm very happy to say that this is definitely in my top 10 without question. Yep. I'm going to have to sit down at some point and do a top 10 of the year, but this is absolutely going to earn a place.
Yeah, I think
without question.
This Superman and
well, I think we had a pretty good year. Thunderbolts was great. Superman was great. I liked Fantastic Four. I liked this. I liked some other films like Weapons was exceptional.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Did you like that, Jess? I don't think we've ever spoken about it. Did you ever do a Weapons review?
I finally got to watch Weapons, and it's a funny story. I went to go watch Weapons in the theater. I got 30 minutes in, and I got a phone call from my daughter. Daddy, can you come get me? So I like left the theater and went and got my daughter. And then it seemed like every time I tried to watch Weapons after that, something happened. And I finally got to sit down and watch Weapons. And I finally made it to the ending of Weapons. I'm not going to spoil it, but I spent the entire last 15 minutes of Weapons just going,
Yeah.
Pretty great, right?
Yeah.
It's
I
pretty
mean,
great.
that was such a
Yeah.
hit that they're making a prequel to that movie.
Yeah,
So
I ain't glad it's all the way, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
I'd also say The Long Walk, which I watched last week, was really great.
I've heard it was good. I haven't had a chance to watch it.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
Felt very 80s Stephen King movie style, though, which in a great way.
Yeah.
You know, it's very classic Stephen King type of story. And you know, they don't overdo it in the film, and it's amazing because of it. So, yeah, man. I've been a big year for films, and I'm so couldn't be happier that the Predator franchise is what it is now.
And back in a good way.
You know, it is back in a bit bad way, in great hands. The fact the studio is so behind it, it's not funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exciting stuff.
We're here back where we need to be in the Predator-verse, and I can't wait to see what they come up with next, because I think that this is going to be the lifeblood that's going to spawn new green veins of envy for other universes. And like you said,
I think we're inevitably headed toward a mini-series, a streaming series. I think we are.
Yeah, for sure.
We're headed towards that, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I still come. How's the news about Alien Earth? Almost. The story isn't that it got renewed. The story is it almost didn't.
Yeah, that really was going to make me angry if it didn't get renewed.
Yeah,
but it was all about Noah Hawley redoing his deal. Smart mofo. He upped his deal with Disney.
Oh, what a clever boy!
You should have. Why wouldn't you? You did one of the best shows of the year.
Exactly.
You know. So yeah, he was smart. He kind of held him to ransom in a way. So
yeah, smart guy. Smart guy. I'm curious where that takes us too.
Yeah, you had a bit of a negative blowback when I mentioned that in the chat the other day, Joe. You went, I don't know about her being Neo and that.
Yeah, that bugged me, man.
Why are you upset about our little old Dr. Doolittle xenomorph? You know,
it's actually not the Dr. Doolittle xenomorph part. That didn't bother me, because it was like, okay, that makes sense, because you can do the click thing and they kind of have a language. Cool. But her being able to shut off robots and do all that other stuff was like, well, when did they make her...
right, with the TV.
Yeah, that's what bugged me, man. Because it was like, wait, she's Neo? You know, that's what got it.
Well, she is an evolution of synth. She's not a synth. I mean, that's part of the show, that she's a new thing that's never existed before.
Right.
And that was a human consciousness in a synth body.
Right.
You know, and that's what made it interesting. And I think, yeah, I do get to what you mean, though. I'd like a little bit more of a sci-fi techno-babble explanation around it all.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we'll get that. I'm sure we'll get it.
Yeah. Why was it? Because she was the first one, maybe? But that other...
Well, she's the only one.
Well, wasn't all of them? Wendy, all the kids that were named...
No, all of them could do that TV stuff, though.
Yeah?
Well, what could the Prodigy kids talk to the aliens?
No, but they like...
The Peter Pan kids, sorry, the Peter Pan.
The Peter Pan kids. They were all
the Lost Boys. The Lost Boys.
Yeah, they were all transfers. They were all like...
Yeah, they were, but she especially got an upgrade, like, because she can do the talk to the xenomorphs.
Yeah, all the fun stuff.
Yeah, and the the TV screen thing.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where that goes, because I want to know why she's able to do that. I understand, like, that was from the consciousness transfer, but what in the building, the matrix of her, so to speak, caused
be
that?
Happy now. You at least there is an opportunity you will find out.
Yeah,
so,
I am.
Otherwise, it couldn't have been at all. And then we would have been.
And thank God for FX.
Yeah,
because I got that on YouTube. Yay! So the other thing I want to ask this question, with these worlds existing in one another, they can reference each other without having to. Of course. So that could be a lot of fun too.
You know, Elle Fanning was saying that when they were filming Predator Badlands, Alien Romulus was actually released.
Oh.
So she went in and watched the performance of that fantastic actor who played the android in Alien Romulus. He's in The Long Walk as well. Incredible actor.
Yeah.
And she goes, what was really great was being able to see his version and then to take some of those elements and infuse it in her performance.
Yeah.
So I love that because, that's her respecting the entire franchise.
Right.
Not being selfish and thinking about how best she's going to come off, but what's best going to, tell the story and represent the franchise the way it should be.
Yeah.
So that was good stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves lots of riches who made this film who were involved in it.
Yeah.
And people went and saw it. Everyone that went and saw it deserves to be rich too. So.
Yep. Yeah. I can't wait for the next one and wherever they take the franchise. I'm so glad we're in a good space because I love Predator since the Arnold movie, and I always thought that it should have gotten more shine time, especially because it fought all of our favorite heroes in the comic verse, because it was in a existence of a plane in Dark Horse Comics where it can fight both the DC and the Marvel worlds and not have to worry about rights and things.
I keep forgetting that there's a whole subgenre of fans who are comic book devotees around this, and they experience this whole other level of complex lore.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like to them, it's important.
Yeah.
I'm one of those guys. It's like, unless I saw it on a screen moving at 24 frames a second, I don't count it.
Yeah.
And I'm like that with every franchise, including Star Trek. I was ready to have a fight with you tonight if you started bringing up ships from Star Trek Online.
Nope.
I was just going to say, no, they don't count.
No. I purposely brought in Nemesis, though, because I know how much you guys love it. That was on purpose.
but yeah, essentially, yeah, there you go. So, no, good stuff. Well, this was a fun little collab. It was good. Obviously, VHS Vault. Yes. Like, Jason, you're just happy we got more content thrown on the channel because that's what we want to do.
Absolutely.
Yes. And I'm glad To Be Seen is still a living, and we're having a lot of fun over there.
1 week later, going strong.
1 week later, going strong. We've got Shedding Light on Ghosts, which I'm filming right after this. And of course, we've got Dumpster Fire Flicks, where we talked about Summer Camp, the horror movie from the 80s. And boy, was that something.
It's a classic.
It is a classic. So go and check out Dumpster Fire Flicks. That's the new show over on Tubi. That's To Be Seen, the number 2, BESCNE, like a movie. It is a lot of fun, and we're having a blast over there. And I'm so glad that you guys took the time to kind of hang out with us over there too.
Vice versa. Thanks for coming, hanging out at the VHS Vault.
Always.
And Jason, can you tell the folks out there how they can support us, how they can be part of this VHS Vault? Do your magic, sir.
Absolutely. If you would like to support our shenanigans, please visit the description below. Find the link. You will take it yourself to Patreon. And you can give us money, because money makes the world go round. Money is the root of all evil, so you must get rid of it and give it to us. For only $5 a month, you can support our depravity, our stupidity, our ignorance, and our fun. Fun that you can be a part of. You can also become a YouTube channel member. Either way, you get this garbage early, and who would not like early garbage?
Yay! And
excellent. All right. I can't ask for a better outro than that, Joe. Zip it, buddy. We're out of here. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time in the VHS Vault, and you'll see Joe next time on 1 week later.
Yeah.
See you guys.